Good morning, distinguished guests, community members, and friends of Enfield. Thank you for gathering with us today as we mark a significant moment in our town's history, the beginning of the restoration of the monument dedicated to Captain Thomas Abbey, a figure whose legacy continues to inspire all of us. Captain Thomas Abbey was more than just a soldier. He was a leader whose courage and vision shaped the early days of Enfield and contributed to the spirit of Connecticut. Born in 1731, Captain Abbey lived in a time when the very idea of liberty was just being defined. He was not merely a witness to history, he helped shape it. His service during the Revolutionary War embodied the ideals of freedom and determination. Perhaps the most enduring image of Captain Abbey is not of him on a battlefield, but here in his own community. He stood as an example of patriotism, not only through his actions, but also through his role in the civic life of our town. Tradition tells us that at the alarm of Lexington in April 1775, he beat his drum, calling his neighbors from worship to action, urging them to rise in defense of freedom. That moment, simple yet powerful, captures the essence of who he was, a citizen soldier, a leader, and a patriot. His commitment to Enfield's future helped lay the foundation for the community we cherish today. The monument that honors Captain Abbey has stood as a silent witness to generations of Enfield residents. It reminds us of the sacrifices made by those who came before us and encourage us to reflect on our responsibilities as stewards of history. Over time, however, the monument has weathered the elements, and it is now our duty to restore it so that it may continue to educate and inspire. Today's ceremony marks not just the physical start of restoration, but a renewal of our commitment to preserving Enfield's rich heritage. The restoration will ensure that Captain Abbey's story remains visible to all who visit, serving as a beacon of pride and a source of learning for young and old alike. It is a project that unites us, combining the talents and dedication of descendants, historians, artisans, community leaders, and volunteers. As we embark on this restoration, let us remember that monuments are not merely stone and bronze, they are living testaments to the values we share. By caring for Captain Abbey's monument, we affirm our respect for the past and hope for the future. We invite everyone to take part in this effort, whether through volunteering, spreading awareness, or simply sharing the story of Captain Thomas Abbey with your friends and family. In closing, I'd like to thank all those whose vision and hard work have brought us to this occasion, with special thanks to Donald and Robin Abbey, Rich Suzak, Matt Hess at Rogers Memorial, Matt Koppler, Steve Belinda, Aaron Markovich, and Donald Nunes, and all the members of the Penelope Terry Abbey DAR chapter. May the restored monument stand strong for generations to come, reminding us always of the courage, leadership, and enduring spirit of Captain Thomas Abbey. Together, let us honor the past and build a legacy for the future. Thank you.
How much history we have here in Enfield that we pass by every day in this neighborhood and oftentimes take for granted. And this statue is a testament to Enfield's deep history and its call to service. Patriotism began here in Enfield a very long time ago and has endured through the ages, from this statue to the memorial that is down on Town Hall that bears the names of all the people in this town who served our country during the Second World War, including the names of my father and his two brothers. This town is steeped in that kind of patriotism, and today we mark an event where we are going to go and acknowledge the history and the patriotism of the people of this community. From the Revolutionary War, where we had George Washington stay in a house just down the street from here, to the Civil War, where the gunpowder mills were working away in Powder Hollow, to the other patriotic things that happened here. This is a community that has always been cared for its country and has been willing to step up and serve. This statue has also shared some very whimsical moments over the years, as you all know. It's been decorated to celebrate various holidays, occasions, and maybe the class of '85 might have put a cap and gown on it when they graduated, but I don't know anything about that. So today we begin a renewal of this historic statue, and we invite everybody to come and participate in that renewal as we begin to restore this beautiful monument. And I also want to thank the Abbey family, who has engaged in contributing to the restoration and financing some of the work that's going to be done here today as we look to find a new future and a new look for this statue. Thank you.
Happy birthday, America. Happy 250 from the wonderful people of Enfield, Connecticut. This is a wonderful kickoff to the celebrations that we're going to have here in North Central Connecticut. And when Thomas Abbey came out and beat that drum, he notified not just the people of Enfield, but all North Central Connecticut. And so I just wanted us to remember that coming all the way up north from South Windsor, Elijah Churchill signed up because of that drum beat, enlisted in the Army right here in Enfield, and he was one of the first, if not the first, recipient of the Purple Heart by General George Washington. I know that Councilor Pisnar has done research, and I do believe it to be so that during World War II, more people per capita enlisted in our military from Enfield than any other place in the United States and Connecticut. We have a town that is dedicated to our nation, and not only dedicated to this great nation, but dedicated to each other and the values that we hold so dear, our liberties. And so when we're here celebrating the cleaning and restoration of the Thomas Abbey statue, we're reaching down into our history, our mutual history, and saying this is something worth protecting and cherishing. So I am so honored to represent this wonderful community and several others in North Central Connecticut in our state Senate. And I just commend everybody who worked so hard in this initial kickoff ceremony, complimenting Captain Thomas Abbey's statue and his heritage and what he brought to our neck of the woods. That drumbeat still resonates today, and it beats in all of our hearts. God bless you all.